With over 24.7 million subscribers, vanoss Gaming is one of the largest and most popular channels on YouTube, but Evan Fong, the guy behind the channel, often collaborates with other YouTubers such as H2O Delirious, Dathy Denogla, I'm Wildcat, and Terrorizer, among others,
Dathy?
and together
It's
they create some
pronounced
pretty
Dahi
hilarious
Dinogla.
videos. However, every once in a
If you're
while
gonna
the guys take
criticize
things
someone,
a
get
little
their
too far,
fucking names
whether it's
right.
using strong language, playing pranks on each other, or going completely nuts. Here are 9 times the vanoss crew crossed the line. In order to avoid being demonetized by YouTube, content creators have to either watch their language or at least beep all the bad words. But when the vanoss crew gets together to play, things can easily get out of hand, and they have crossed the line on more than one occasion, making it pretty much impossible to even beep the bad words out.
Also, it took 6 hours to set up this game, so we hate our lives right now. So we apologize if we're not in a good mood!
The guys usually get incredibly excited and start shouting all at the same time, and sometimes they start insulting each other, drop a lot of F-bombs, or call each other names.
Yeah! Oh, dude, yeah! Stupid! Fuck out of here, you fucking cunt!
One example is this
A
clip
lot of
of
people
the
do that
guys
with
playing
each other.
Fortnite Battle Royale, where basically every other word is a curse word or an insult.
Yes, friends do that with
I'm
each
not
other.
sure why, but judging by some of his videos, it seems like H2O Delirious might really hate chickens, or at least chickens in video games.
Okay. 360 that shit. I thought I killed you. I thought I fucking killed you. Where you going? Where you going, chicken?
There are quite a few videos that show him trying to kick, hurt, or even kill some poor chickens while laughing his ass off like a maniac. Perhaps he just enjoys playing with the birds in video games.
One, the character he portrays is a maniac. Two, he's trying to save that chicken right there.
YouTube by basically I Do Work earlier this month, he and 407 were playing Minecraft and decided to fill Big Jiggly Panda's house with pandas, but perhaps took things a little too far. After luring a few pandas into the house using bamboo sticks, the animals soon started procreating, and by the time Jiggly Panda joined them in the game, his house was filled with his favorite animals.
Oh, look at the little guy, he's solid!
It's not his favorite animal, it's the animal related to the name of his channel.
Although he was really happy and kept remarking how cute they were, the pandas not only killed him a moment after he had just entered his home.
Yeah, we thought we'd touch it up a little bit. There you go, step on up.
Oh my fucking god. Holy shit!
But they also took up a lot of space in the house, and Jiggly eventually brought up panda genocide because there was barely enough space to sleep in his house.
It's actually not true. Jiggly never went for a panda genocide. He moved the pandas somewhere else. He killed them for a different reason.
And unfortunately ran out of bamboo. Not too long ago, vanoss, Terrorizer, and basically I Do Work started their own little group which they called the Minorities, and in a video vanoss uploaded to YouTube in the beginning of July, they decided to play a little prank on Nogla and steal his diamonds in Minecraft, which turned out to be one of the most epic heists in the game ever, despite its tragic ending. For their prank, the three built an insanely long tunnel with a train system from their minority cave to a spot right below Nogla's chest, and then went to steal his diamonds. Nogla found out what had happened while he was streaming a few days later, as the other three giggled excitedly. They eventually gave him all the diamonds back, but Nogla unfortunately fell into lava and lost them all in the end.
So messing around with your friends is considered taking it too far? Now there is a point in this video he's speaking of, they took it too far. It was a joke, but there was one point where they said, fuck minorities. That you could have used. You could have said that. That would have been taking it too far, but no. You talk about how they're messing around with their friends as being taking it too far?
A couple of years ago, vanoss uploaded a video titled Black Ops 2 Funny Moments, Hiding Tactics Gone Wrong, in which he, Louis Caliber, Nogla, Moose Knuckle, Wildcat, and basically I Do Work play a team deathmatch. Their tactic is to place some grenades to take out their enemies before hiding out altogether. Unfortunately, they are found and attacked pretty quickly during their first attempt, and it doesn't get much better until their fourth attempt when nobody seems to be able to find them. So they decide to invite the last guy to their party just to tell him that they're all stuck under a car and he should come and help them.
Yo, Talax, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man?
You know that glitch where you can get underneath the car?
Yeah.
We're all stuck underneath there right now. Can you come over here real quick?
Yeah, I got you.
We need you to kill us real fast.
After respawning, they decide to hide in a hole, but after 2 enemies are killed, the group decides to move and spread out, with 2 of them hiding in some flowers. Although more enemies die, they are eventually spotted again, prompting them to run around giggling, and even though their hiding tactics ultimately didn't work out, they managed to stay alive until the end and claimed the victory only to be insulted by Tlax, the guy who said he wouldn't be trolled earlier, yet still went to look under the car, as Wildcat points out. The guy then makes some threats and seems
It's a
pretty
trolling
angry,
video.
but the fact that he is a sore loser
The
naturally makes the
point
guys laugh
is to
even
troll
more.
him.
In another Minecraft adventure of the minorities, the four guys found H2O Delirious' house in the game by pure chance and were pretty shocked to stumble across the sheep holocaust, as they put it. Apart from 2 llamas in a cage, Delirious also had a weird wool producing system where sheep were constantly walking in a circle on 2 levels, being fed with grass on the upper level and then transported down to the lower level where they would be automatically sheared. Since that meant the 3 found a ton of wool at Delirious's place, they decided to use it to craft a lot of beds and fill his house with them, padding the whole floor as well as the stairs and even putting them on the walls and the ceiling, before leaving him a sign saying that they noticed he saved a lot of wool, so they wanted to help him out.
Wish I was recording.
I couldn't tell you, but it would kind of ruin it. We can
Yeah, I know.
We can send you or something. It would still be
We
good.
have contacted Peter. You will be arrested.
After basically turning their friend's evil lair into one giant bed, they decided to take a nap and wait for Delirious to come home, and when he eventually did, he was actually pretty impressed by how thorough they had been.
So where was the crossing the line? What? They took the wool and made beds. Delirious was not mad about it. He was found it funny. He was happy. Only thing he was mad that he didn't record it. So where's the crossing the line?
When Nogla, Wrecker, H2O Delirious, and Moo were playing Pummel Party in minigame mode a few months back, literally crossed the line in one game, much to the dismay of Delirious, as it cost him to win the game. The point of the game was to use your light board to draw out a trail to trap your enemies, while avoiding trapping yourself, meaning no one should be able to cross anyone else's or their own trail without being killed. However, for some reason, Ohm was able to cross the other players' trails repeatedly without dying, and unsurprisingly claimed the victory of the game in the end.
So you're taking a glitch from a game to say they literally crossed the line? What? You're just
First
reaching
Black Ops
now.
4 video he uploaded to his channel after a beta version for the new Blackout mode of the game has been made available for a few days in September last year. Vanoss played some team matches with his friends Terrorizer aka Brian and Nogla, as well as some random 4th members.
Okay, Nogla, our objective is to protect Brian.
Okay, that's the objective.
They call me DJ Sparkles.
DJ Sparkles in the building.
While they were just goofing around as always in the first few matches, things got really entertaining when they started a match with a 4th member who called himself DJ Sparkles.
Fuck.
I just love how he's talking to us, but we have no mics.
Howdy doody.
Not long after landing, Nogla found a helicopter and started flying around, and even though it didn't really look like he had it under control, DJ Sparkles decided to try and get on it anyway. That's when Vanoss decided to shoot the helicopter, and as Nogla fell to the ground and DJ Sparkles ran to his side to pick him up, Vanoss and his friends decided to shoot the guy as soon as Nogla would get up.
Alright, here we go, boys. We're gonna do it.
So Vanoss did not shoot
Was
that.
obviously pretty angry about being
If you
struck-
pay attention, Vanoss did not shoot it.
Get
Do you
up.
see Vanoss shooting it?
Vanoss decided to shoot the helicopter, and
Where?
as Nogla fell to the ground and DJ Sparkles ran to his side to pick him up, Vanoss and his friends decided
This
to
video
shoot
is from
the guy as
Vanoss'
soon
point
as
of view, by
Nogla
the
would
way.
Get up.
Alright, here we go, boys. We're gonna
You
do
show Vanoss watching it. Vanoss has not shot it. And if you know anything about Vanoss, if he's the one who shot it, he would have hit pranked. He hit Nogla's because Nogla fucked up. Not because he shot it and destroyed it.
Now, the guy was obviously pretty angry about being trolled like that, and he started yelling and swearing at them while they just stood around him. The guy just wouldn't stop cursing at them until Brian, aka Terrorizer, came running to them and started shooting at Vanoss.
He's
Hold on, let's shoot him.
laughing
Let's
at
shoot him as soon as you get up. Shoot
You
him.
pussy.
me. What you call me, bitch?
What are you fucking doing, dude? You n-
After he had killed him, Brian and Nogla shot and killed each other simultaneously for no apparent reason. Following all this excitement, the guys then revealed that they had actually suspected DJ Sparkles to be a troll, at least until he started raging like that and using pretty foul language that made it more than obvious that he didn't have an online presence, since he would immediately get banned from platforms like Twitch or YouTube for swearing like that.
Yeah.
A few days ago, Wildcat
They
posted
kill
a
each other
video
all the
where they
time in a
respawned the
game.
Wither boss
So
in
what?
Minecraft and subsequently nearly crossed the line into madness, it seemed.
What?
What is that? It's the Wither. He's got 3 heads and he's horny.
The guys apparently had no idea how strong the Wither would be, and complete chaos broke out as they all ran around and shouted in panic,
Hit him with hiding in a hole.
He's lactose intolerant or something.
while trying to stay alive but each getting killed repeatedly. They tried to hide from the Wither in Nogla's house, only to have the house destroyed by him, and eventually decided to reset the server and start another, more organized attempt, which turned out to be a lot more successful.
He's weak. I kill Scott.
Boys, we got this.
Where'd it go?
I gotta drink milk. I gotta drink milk.
So the last one was crossing the line into insanity? Like, half of these weren't even crossing the line in the terms you're trying to put it. Fuck this guy. He doesn't know shit about the actual vanoss crew. He's just over here trying to talk shit. Like, seriously, look at what all this comment says. For some reason, I feel like this guy hates vanoss. Vanoss costs this guy. Oh my god, this guy has crossed the line. I don't understand how any of these crossed the line. Yeah. This guy doesn't deserve 100k subs. It's called having fun. So a YouTuber being himself is crossing the line. I think someone is mad because this channel isn't exactly made for 4-year-olds. vanoss and the crew breathe. This YouTuber, wait, that's illegal. Is this guy for real? If you haven't dropped the F-bomb once in your life, you're either a saint or living under a rock. This guy has Louis as his picture. He is an adult and he can do whatever he wants to do with his videos. So cursing is crossing the line. Well, with misfits, there is no line. Oh no, they filled a virtual block house with virtual block pandas. They crossed the line. Like, fuck this guy, dude.